Good evening, my friends. We're going to finish off the last two nickel rolls. Part one was just one roll. It went over 20 minutes. So we're going to see if we can do something to speed that up a bit. I'm going to be opening these offline. And if I find something interesting while I'm sorting them, I will bring you back in. If not, as soon as I've got them sorted, we'll go through and we'll punch these down, check the books and punch them down together. So I will see you either when we find something exciting or when we're ready to start checking the books. Be back soon. Alright, we have a quick update. What you see here is the first roll. These are the best of each year in Mint Mark. Mostly it's Denver Mint. But we've got the 2010s, 2000s, 90s, 80s, and one from the 70s and one from the 60s. I'm going to start hunting the next roll now and see what we get from there. Be back soon. Alright, we've gone through the second roll. The oldest we found, I believe, was a 1962, which puts it right at the edge of this book here. But let's start going through our nickels now and punching down what we can. Try to get the best example of each year in Mint Mark we have in there, so let's take a look. This first one is, it's a 1964, and it is from the Philadelphia Mint. So we do need a 1964 Philly. So let's get that put down in there just like that. So we now have our first entry in here, 1964 Philly. This next one is a 1966, and it is Philadelphia Mint also. So, do we need a 1966 Philadelphia? Indeed we do, and this is a pretty nice one too. So let's get our 1966 Philly into the book. And our next one is, this is also a 1964, but this is a Denver Mint. Just so you know, the Mint Marks tend to be right here next to Monticello. And when I review the books, we do need a 1964 Denver, so we're going to pop that one in there, right there. So, and the slats from the 1960s, and it's also 64, and it's Philadelphia. We just put one of those in there, so this one's not going to be really needed anymore. Let's move on to the 1970s. We have a 1977 Denver, and by 1977 they were putting the Mint Mark in a more traditional place down here below the date. But we're even on the page with the 1970s. We are not. Let's pull up the 1977 Denver, and as you can see here, that is one we need. So let's punch that one down into the book. And this other one is a 1976 Denver. And that is one we already had in there, so I don't think it upgrades either. Nah, I like the one that's in there. So we're going to put this into the re-roll jar here. And we are going to start working on the 1980s row. Most of these, as I'm right, are Denver Mint. But we're going to start out with 1981 Denver. And we do not have a 1981 Denver. So let's get that one punched down into the book. And we're still making progress. Awesome. Next we have a 1983 Denver. And that's also one that we need. So that's going to get punched down into the book. Let's pull up what's next for the 1980s. What a year. What a decade, really. 1984 Philly. We do not have a 1984 Philly. That is another awesome find. Being in Arizona, most of our coins have a Denver Mint, tend to have a Denver Mint mark on them. But we still get the Denver and when applicable San Francisco. And this next one is a 1985D. And for the 1985Ds, we're going to have to go to the next page. So here we are on the last page. And as you can see, we've got a 1985D already in the book. I don't think that really upgrades it. So we'll put it into the to be re-rolled jar. In 87, Philadelphia is next on the list. So let's see here, 1987 Philadelphia. We do not have one of those. So we're going to punch that one down and go on to the next. And our next one on the list is a 1988 Philadelphia. Getting a lot of Philadelphias. That's kind of unusual, but we'll take it. And in this case, though, we already had the 1988 Philadelphia. So that'll go into the reroll. I'm also going to the reroll list chart. And we'll take a look at their next one, which is a 1982 Philly. The date on this one's pretty messed up, but I think I make out a 2 on it. Not any kind of mint error. It just has looks like just damage. But I'm making that one out to be a 2, and the Philadelphia mint mark is clear on it. So what do we have for 1982? Okay, that one was a little out of order, so we'll have to go back. And we actually need an 82 Philadelphia. So we're going to punch that one in there. So it went right here. But I'm willing to bet our next one that we find will upgrade that one. But we've at least got the filler in for now. We now have a 1985 Denver. Let's take a look at our book here. And yeah, that one's right up here. We've got that one. So no upgrade there. This one's kind of rough, but if we don't have it, it'll definitely make it into the book. 1989 Denver. And we've already got a 1989, much nicer than this one, so it's not even a choice. That goes into the reroll. And 1988 Denver. Last of our 1980 coins. And that is one we needed, so let's punch that one down into the book. Let's start on the 90s now. First one is a 1990 Denver. And how are we on 1990 Denvers? We do not have one, so another one for the book. This is quite a few for the books, even with just 2 rolls. But when you're starting new books, that's to be expected. Our next one is a 1992 Philly. So let's take a look at what we have for Philly 1992. We do not have a 92 Philly, so it's another ad for the book. Our next 2, we have 1992 Denver and a really corroded 1992, I believe this is a Philly. Oh, let's find the date on this one. This one is super corroded. Yeah. Neither of these. It's a 1992 Philly. Neither of these are going to upgrade, so they're both going to go into the re-roll 'em jar. Next one we're going to evaluate is a 1993 Denver, and as of this time we do not have a 93 Denver. So let's pop that one down in there as our next ad and move on to the next 1990s. This one's a 94 Philly. So, we do not have a 94 Philly. So that one's going to get punched in as well. Making a lot of progress on this particular book. Let me get a little more finger pressure on there to get that, get these last two to seat properly. I'm being a little stubborn, but we'll get them. Next two, so I've got them piled up like this. That means I had a Philly and a Denver. This is a 95 Denver and a 95 Philly. And in the book, we do not have the 95 Denver. And the 95 Philly, I don't think that's an upgrade. So no, it's not an upgrade for the 95 Denver. That is the first one of those we've found, so that goes into the book. It's not super great either, but it may upgrade, but we've at least got the space filled in the book. And that actually finishes this book. The rest of the ones, if we have any ads, will come from go into the most recent book here, the 1996 Forward. This one actually only went to 2008 printed, but there are enough extra spaces that they've got it out to 2025, just not with the number of coins minted and such. But let's keep going with the 90s. This is a 1997 Philadelphia. I'm gonna guess this one is one we're going to be able to use. No. Well, you know what? I think we've got an upgrade here. This is what we've got now. This is the coin that we've got. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that one. That's quite... We don't have any 98s, so we're going to go ahead and pop that one in there. And it's going in right here. Oh, get that in there. All right. And then the last one for the 90s is a 1999 Denver. I believe we've already got that one in the book. And I don't really see it as an upgrade. So we'll put this one in the re-roll. And start on the 2000s. And our first one is a 2000 Denver. Is that one that we currently have? It is not, so let's go ahead and punch that one down. 2000 Denver. So good start on the 2000s. After that, we have a 2001 Denver. 2001s we have, and I don't see it as an upgrade, so we're not gonna try. We have 93 Philadelphia in Denver, and let's see here. 2003 Philadelphia and Denver. Those are both going to go into the book. We don't have either of those in there yet, so we can get these punched in. And We have 1993 all in there now. So there's Philadelphia. And there is Denver. So what do you think of that? We now have 2003. Our next one to evaluate is going to be a 2005 Denver. We're now getting to the fancies, I guess you could call them. This particular one is the 2005 Ocean in View. So this one I'm actually going to put in reversed so we can see the beautiful reverse on this particular coin. 2004 and 2005 were both years where there were several different reverses. It was also, I believe, the first year with the alternate Jefferson bust on there. And this last one we're going to look at is a 2006 Denver. And the 2006 Denver first off, that one looks like it's about to pop out. '06 Denver, and which this is interesting. Let me double check my date on this. I have a 2006 Denver. And this is the Monticello modified. So this is where we went back to having Monticello on the reverse. And we did not have that one, so we will put you back in. Like that. Now we're in the 2010s. First one being 2010 Denver, and that is one we do not have. So let's get you punched in there. '11 Denver. That one we've got, and I don't think we're upgrading, so we'll throw you in here. '12 Denver. That is one that we go in the book. So let's get you pumped in there. We have a 2013 Denver. Don't think that's going to upgrade. But we've already got it in the book. We have a 2014 Philadelphia. And we do not have that one in the book yet, so you're going in. And pop in there, all right. And I believe this is going to be a 2014 Denver. Yeah, so we got that one as well. So we've got 2014 covered. Getting down to the end of the nickels that we've got tonight. So we are going to go to these last pages. And see what else we can punch in. we have a 2015 Denver. And that one we've got covered, and it's not an upgrade. Next one we're going to look at is ...2016 Denver. And we're covered on that one as well. It's again not an upgrade. We're going now to the 2017 Denver. And we've got nothing past 2016, so... Or excuse me, no, 2017 Denver. We've got not an upgrade. And the last one for tonight is the 2018 Denver. And we've got that one in as well. And it's pretty nice, so it won't upgrade. So that's the last two rolls that we got from the credit union today. We'll look at some more next time we're at the bank, but for now, everyone have a great night, and this is the Silent Silver Stacker out.